Fanboy, 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 fanboy. Deadpool the video game completely freaking sucks! Oh man! Now, this game came out in June 25th, 2013, so just a couple of days ago. And I've been holding out, a couple of days, waiting it for it to, pass by, so that some people will at least get a chance, and for this game to stew and let it marinate and get people accumulated to this title. Because in all honesty, who freaking bought this game? I mean, except for the sad sacks of crap that paid for it for $60 on the PSN when it was actually $50. So, I mean, you got ripped off of your money if you paid for it for 60 bones. And they completely lied to you, man. I mean, this is a Deadpool video game. There is nothing worth even enjoying about this craptacular title. Look at this. Look at the freaking scores. Alright. Right now on Metacritic. Right, 360 got an aggregate. OMG. It's got a 63 of critic reviews on the Metascore. Alright, and a 7.0 user score. These are not anywhere near a quality score. These are incredibly low. And the PS3 version, even worse, has a 51 out of 100 on Metacritic. Got a 60% on Game Rankings. The 360 is 68%. There's even a PC version, but I mean, nobody plays PC, so we're not even going to talk about that. But the sad state of gaming today, it even affects superhero games like Deadpool. I mean, I feel so bad for this crappy character, Whatever happened to Deadpool? First, he was butchered 4 years ago in that craptacular X-Men Origin Wolverine movie. Didn't even have his suit, right? And then he appears in that craptacular, absolute garbage crossover Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which was an absolute waste, right? And now he's got his own game, and then I'm sure he's gonna have his own movie, and I can see nothing but failure for this otherwise incredibly bland, generic, character. See, Deadpool is basically a complete ripoff of a DC character named Deathstroke. Okay, Deathstroke is, Slade Wilson is his real name, but he is basically this ninja mercenary guy with a mask on, and he's an assassin, and he's got a sword, and just the way he looks, they completely ripped off and stole that character. Marvel is just a bunch of hacks, and all they do is rehash and reuse and completely rip off other people's ideas, especially DC. If DC has a superhero, they gotta make their own version, and so on and so forth. I mean, it's like DC, they got Superman, so freaking Marvel makes the Hulk. Marvel, they will steal everybody's ideas. DC makes Batman, and freaking Marvel ends up creating Spider-Man. So it's always the same crap over and over again. DC has the Justice League, and freaking Marvel has the crappy Avengers. So it's always like B-rate versions of the quality of DC characters. But apparently this game is an absolute flop. It's a crappy action game developed by High Moon Studios. Unknown developer, they don't have anything worth noted about them. It's a third-person action game, basically a bunch of combos, and as the game goes on, he keeps getting more combos, but it's an absolutely terrible, crappy game. I mean, maybe a little bit kind of funny, with Deadpool doing the whole fourth wall breaking crap, which I'm really sick and tired of that excuse. That's an old excuse. I like him because he breaks the fourth wall. Who cares? It's been done before. It's not the first time. And just because he's speaking to the readers, that's dumb. That's not really that awesome. It's just kind of like, who cares? It's not a big deal. It's more satirical than anything else. I mean, it's like, oh, hi, how are you doing? You're sitting there right there, and oh my gosh, I'm actually making references to comic book related things. It's really dumb. The plot has always been irrelevant. You know, I mean, it's dumb. It sucks. It's a parody. That's all I see Deadpool as. He's a parody of superheroes. And is there anything else to talk about in this craptacular game? It has very, very low scores right now. Nobody likes it. You know, fans of Deadpool, if there's even any out there. Look. Check this out. There is nothing else I can talk about. If you want a quality superhero game, just play Superman 64. That's right. Superman 64 for the N64, you know, came out way back in the 90s, and that was a really excellent game. You know, better graphics, better gameplay. Everything is superior about that title compared to Deadpool video game. Now, before I bounce out of here, let's go take a look at some of the user scores. You know, we gotta have that. Oaksy Rocker gave it a 3. I played this game for about an hour, and even that was hard to do. Everything in this game feels so effortless and cheap. Camera is choppy and annoying. Echo Black gave it a 2. This is a shovelware tripe with simplistic, uninspired gameplay, ugly visuals, and repetitive levels. The game's much-touted humor is very rarely witty, mostly falling flat on its face. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, crappy dialogue. It's really not that clever. It's absolutely, you know, garbage, you know, wannabe clever. Pretending to be clever. Kev Palazzo gave it a 0. Not surprised. LOL, look at all these developers using generic nicknames, praising this and giving it a high score. It's one of the worst games of this year. The graphics are ugly and lifeless. The gameplay is outdated and extremely boring. Story's not even funny because it tries too hard to be funny, just like anything Daniel Way ever did with Deadpool. Alright, well that's pretty much it. Again, get Superman 64, you want a good game. Look, Giant Bomb gave it a 40. A 40 out of 100. Absolutely embarrassing. Deadpool should be retired. Cancel the movie. I got a Deadpool action figure and I'm just ready to throw it in the trash can. I've had it. Ugh. That's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews. And until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!